She's a risk taker. She's taken the track of no risk, no reward.
How can I take my professional abilities to the next level?
She was friendly, she was gentle, but behind that gentleness was power.
The practice of law in and of itself was not the ultimate goal for her. It was making more of an impact.
I first met Sandra when I showed up at the Shook Houston office as a summer associate after my first year of law school.
She stood up, put her hand out and said, "Hi, I'm Sandra Phillips." Right then I knew I had to bring my A game.
I took my first deposition in a case that was Sandra's. I appeared in front of a judge for the first time and argued for a client that was Sandra's. She showed me what it was like to be a leader and how to do it, how to properly mentor people, and how to be a person that others want to work for and succeed for.
She is truly a consensus builder in that effort as a leader and would always prefer to get everyone on the same page.
There are challenges for people of color and particularly women of color. To have Sandra as a mentor was incredible.
Sandra and I met through the Center for Women in Law. We are both founders of the center, which is the premier educational institution devoted to the promotion, the success of women lawyers.
I decided that I was going to become a founder of UT Center for Women in Law. I told Sandra, I said, well, I think you got to do this with me. So we did it, and we have never ever looked back.
I've had the great fortune to work with Sandra and to see her in action, most recently as chair of the Women's Power Summit in 2017.
This is our time to seize these opportunities.
Don't hesitate. Don't wait for your credentials to be perfect.
We need to reverse the golden rule. We need to learn to treat ourselves as well as we treat other people.
It was an extraordinary event that built on the momentum and the success that we had had in previous summits and really brought it to a new level.
It's about raising the bar, and that's what she does.
Whether it's race, ethnic diversity, or gender, or issues of LGBT inclusion, Sandra takes an inclusive approach, and she's curious about people.
It was so important to her from the inception of her career to make the path easier.
She not only talks about diversity and inclusion, she acts upon it. So if you look at the TM&A legal team, TL1, Toyota Legal One, you'll see probably one of the most diverse legal staffs, I believe, in the profession.
Sandra's very smart, she's very practical. She is a strategist, I think, at heart.
She is able to see opportunities, and she's able to develop people and give them opportunities. And I think that she's a really good leader in that respect.
She is a person that leads by doing, not by saying.
I've never seen a situation where she's ever asked anyone to do something that she wouldn't do herself.
About 7 years ago, Toyota went through an extraordinary situation, one that created an amazing number of legal challenges, and that was our unintended acceleration.
A portfolio of cases that was staggering. And Sandra was here at the center of it, helping them assess the issues, helping them set strategy.
The enthusiasm that she had when she took us to the Toyota plant was inspirational. She was so excited about the company. She took all of my nieces around the facility where she worked, showed us all of the things that made that place special for her. Ultimately, that passion for the company and the product made her a prime candidate to become General Counsel of Toyota North America.
I needed Toyota needed someone to help me manage the various teams that were dealing with each of these issues.
I think that he saw in her an ability to look at complex issues and be able to analyze them on behalf of a client.
Her ability to do that, to keep the big picture in mind while helping me push results in specific areas, was really a godsend.
The opportunity there at that particular point in Toyota's history was something that she thought would propel her career to a place where she was comfortable.
The UA crisis was how Toyota got introduced to Sandra. Far more important than the UA crisis is what's going on right now. Toyota is moving from being a pure automobile company to a mobility company. Sandra's biggest job is to make sure that the legal function does its job of seeing around the corners and anticipating what may come next.
Sandra Phillips Rogers, congratulations. I want you to keep on rocking it. We've got a few more decades to go. The best is yet to come. Congratulations.
Sandra is being recognized for her excellence, and I am so very proud of her. To watch her take her seat at the table with humility and with grace, because that's what defines her.
Congratulations to you. You have no idea how proud I am of you, how honored I am to be your friend, and just excited and delighted of the fact that you're going to grace the walls of the University of Texas School of Law.
You helped me become a better lawyer and a better person, and for that, I thank you.
I'm honored to be part of this celebration of you. I'm even more honored to be your friend.
Sandra, I'm so lucky to know you, and I am so excited for you in receiving this well-deserved award.
Having watched you receive these awards, I know how special tonight's award is.
It has been my privilege and my joy to have worked with you over the years, to have been the recipient of such affection and wisdom from you.
I had the opportunity to take a look at some of the past recipients of the UT Alumni Association Outstanding Alumna Award. Among that list was Secretary of State James Baker, Dean Paige Keaton, Joe Jamale, Steve Sussman, Harry Reasoner. It hit me. Sandra is a distinguished alumni as well.
Congratulations. Enjoy this time, and please come back and let's get to work at Toyota. Thanks so much.
The lawyers that I admire most are the lawyers like the very young Thurgood Marshall, who actually went in those little towns in the South and fought those battles for civil rights. They literally changed the law, and it was one case at a time.
So many people lack fundamental advantages to have equal opportunity in life. And I was brought up to use those advantages for the benefit of those that didn't have them.
9 people have an equal voice in deciding how to interpret the Constitution. Their values and what experiences they bring to the interpretation is what shapes the laws that govern us.
When this is all over, the thing that I think will matter the most to me is how I was able, with the help of others, to make this profession better for those who come behind us.
Whenever I come into the building, I can't imagine that I actually have the privilege to represent the folks of South Texas. My mission is to leave the state of Texas in a better position than it was before I got involved in public service. That's my entire mission. I couldn't have gotten to where I've gotten here today without the University of Texas School of Law. It's true, you know, what happens in Texas truly changes the world.